fantasy content is considered, at least in India, to be something for the kids. Why is that? How can we change that? There is vampire characters, but then still your focus has always been werewolves. Why werewolves? How did you build all the characters? How did you decide who you want to keep, who you didn't want to keep? How much importance you want to give to each of the characters? How did that journey look like for you?
So while I was writing this thing, basically Om is my flatmate.
But how has people changed seeing you now that you are a published author? How has been the experience of writing the book and then later stepping back as a writer and then trying to market the book?
And when a writer feels the thing, the reader will feel that thing.
That is very
I
true.
wanted to give that to my reader. ऐसा नहीं कि कोई खरीदने के बाद ऐसा फील करे कि यार क्यों खरीद लिया. No, I don't go directly to the god.
Yeah.
I'll take the back and I'll sit there. पूरा दिमाग मेरा शांत हो जाता था. I was staying in Bhubaneswar for in the job only. But in Jagannath Mandir, the top pot food get prepared first and then the down pot.
Oh, what? Really?
Yes, it is.
What are some of those real life things in Machuka Valley that you experienced where you actually brought into the book as well?
During Diwali,
Yeah.
so they can't put a diya on Diwali.
Yeah.
So what they do, they shut all the lights and all. And if you recite Hanuman Chalisa in front of him,
Okay.
then he will recite back with proper pronunciation, which you cannot pronounce like that. I have heard this from one of my dad's friend who was posted there. He once slept there and he got a slap. And after that, he never slept there. I'm not. It is not a story, but the same thing has been told from Supanakha's perspective.
Yeah.
Then Raban would have been a hero.
Yes,
for sure.
of course.
You want ice or water, and she tells, cut your hand, drop some blood, make it a strong one, give it to me. Don't shout.
The Next Show by Naghma. Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of The Next Show by Naghma. And today we are going to deep dive into a fantastical world. Fantasy as a genre is something I think are a little confused about even now, because what we see as the TV shows, all the movies coming from Hollywood, the internationally famous fantasy books tells us a different story, and India we tend to kind of mix it up with mythology and it gets a little confusing. What exactly is fantasy? But we do have Indian authors who writes amazing fantasy content, and today I have a fantasy writer with me, Sujit Kumar Panigrahi. Sujit, welcome to the Next Show.
Thank you. Thank you,
How are
Naghma.
you feeling and how nervous are you?
Very nervous, yeah. Very nervous.
Okay, but okay, now I'm jumping into some questions to you right away. Why fantasy? Because this is you need some guts to write fantasy book in India, because everybody tells you there's no fantasy readers. Plus, readers also kind of tend to dive towards the fantasy books of the international authors, and
Correct.
it's already a very tough market.
Yes.
But how come you stuck to fantasy?
Look, to be honest, I'm a full-time salesperson from 9 to, I don't know when I come back home.
Yeah.
But after the full hectic day, I need a world where I can skip the reality and I can live as I want. So basically हम क्या करते हैं ना, फैंटेसी जब हम बात करते हैं फैंटेसी के बारे में, इंडिया में आप जैसे बताया कि मिक्स्ड विथ माइथोलॉजी एंड ऑल, एवरीवन नो माइथोलॉजी, ठीक है, okay, we are giving few other things to that, but in my opinion fantasy is something complete different world,
Of course.
where you can feel you have something which you can't have in the reality.
Real life.
So now think you are traveling from Gurgaon to Noida. How much time you take to travel from Gurgaon to Noida?
By road or by metro?
anything.
At least 2 hours.
Okay. Now you think you have a superpower where you can teleport yourself.
Oh wow, yeah.
और ठीक है, रियलिटी थोड़ा ऐड कर लेते हैं. आप दौड़ रहे हो and at a speed that you can reach Gurgaon to Noida in 5 minutes, skipping the traffic and all.
Yeah.
So how you feel with that power?
Yeah.
So I always I think like this. I stay in Bangalore and जब भी ट्रैफिक रहता है ना तो मैं ये सोचता हूँ यार मेरा नॉर्मल बाइक में जाता हूँ तो यार ऐसा कुछ रहता है कि मैं बाइक को भी साइकिल बना दूँ, फुटपाथ के ऊपर ले लूँ और ये स्किप करके आगे निकल जाऊँ. ठीक है. सिल्क बोर्ड ऐसा एक जगह है जहाँ पे आपको ना एटलीस्ट यू हैव टू स्टॉप 3 times.
Yes, minimum 3 signals.
And even people get down from bus, work, cross Silk Board and take another bus. ठीक है. Now I have my vehicle. How I'll carry that there? तो ये सब ना हमेशा मेरे दिमाग में चलता रहता है. And I grew up watching shows like TVD, Twilight, The Originals. There are many others. Then these all things in my mind and I wanted to create something out of that. But then whatever I've watched, it is in Western, that vibe is there. I haven't seen any Indian thing in this. Recently Vedia came, then Thama came. I'll not comment on that, but what I have seen there are romance and then there are other things which make it reality. But when I watch these things, it felt like it is a comedy, like the house also it is say a horror comedy. When I'm watching something fantasy in Werewolf or Vampire, I don't want comedy. And many people are there who want this thing, but because of lack of content, they are not looking for it.
Of course,
So I have tried to mix these two things.
Nice.
The Western I have taken Werewolf and Vampire, the fantasy thing, and Indian emotions I have had. If you see, the way we love, it is also differ from them to us. We have our own emotions, like showing the emotions. It is different. So I have added those things.
Oh, that's very true. Unfortunately, like you said, neither am I Dumbledore that I can apparate from Gurgaon to Noida, nor am I Forrest Gump that I can run. But yeah, we do keep thinking about what if I just reach somewhere. But in a very funny way, we all grew up, at least if nothing, seeing Harry Potter. So we have that imprint of something about the fantastical
Harry
world.
Potter भी हो गया. एक बचपन में एक आ रहा था सकला का बूम.
Oh yeah, right.
That pen. So what I was thinking, I can't draw properly that time. So I was thinking, नहीं मेरे पास ऐसा पेन होना चाहिए कि if I write also, that will pop up. Not
true.
Only draw.
But what you said also, that wish of wanting to live something and the need to escape reality, just because you brought up Shakalaka Boom Boom, we had a guest at the podcast once. She was a writer of Shakalaka Boom Boom.
Wow.
She recently wrote a book. She worked for a very long while with Devanand and Vijayanand, Tanuja Chaturvedi. So she was the old creator of the entire concept. She also told similar things because she wanted an escape, give kids, I mean, she literally, the focus audience was supposed to be kids, even though adults consumed it. But coming back to that, while she was a writer, she wrote Shakalaka Boom Boom for kids. But then the consumption was not just by kids, even adults loved it equally. And when we talked about Harry Potter, even though again the author did not technically write it for kids, worldwide it is considered as a children's book. But even though I'm in my 30s, but I still watch and read Harry Potter every single year, it is still somewhere in the back of the mind, fantasy content is considered, at least in India, to be something for the kids. Why is that? How can we change that?
ये ना perception बन गया. It is like हम ये देखेंगे तो लोग क्या सोचेंगे. If we read you say any non-fiction, people go for that. Psychology of money. ये उनको ना वो देता है कि हाँ अभी अपने पास रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आ गया है, वी हैव टू रीड दीज थिंग्स, अपने को समझ में आएगा. एंड व्हाट इफ समवन सी विथ मी ए बुक, फैंटेसी बुक, क्या सोचेंगे. बट यू नो every person has a child inside them who wants to read it. ठीक है. एंड ऐसा नहीं है यार कि फैंटेसी कोई अगर पढ़ता है तो वो बच्चों के लिए होता है, ड्रीम रहता है. करेक्ट, बच्चों का इमेजिनेशन ज़्यादा रहता है, वो सोचते हैं कि हाँ ड्रैगन रहेगा तो ऐसे फ्लाई करेगा, वो करेगा, वो करेगा. बट इवन एज ए एडल्ट यू नीड ए एस्केप. This world is very cruel. And
unfortunately,
to fight that we need relaxation, refreshing, all these things. If you have something which is which can give you that relaxation, then go for it. मेरे को बहुत सारे पूछते हैं कि what we learn from this book. I just say this thing. Not every book is for learning. Few books are for entertainment.
Fun. Yes.
You read it whenever you are. You had gone through a very rough day, come back, open a book, and if you are reading the same thing somewhere, something happening, or you know something, then you are in the reality. You want to escape that reality.
True.
Then these books are there which will help you to go somewhere else, leave something else altogether, and bas maje lo.
Nice. So a few years ago when Fourth Wing came in, that was a revolution in India in the fantasy world. Till then, yes, Indian readers at least were stuck up to Harry Potter, and from TV show perspective, yes, we had the Twilight series, we had the Vampire Diaries, but then there were TV shows, even Twilight for that matter. How many of the people have actually read the books?
Correct.
Like I wanted to read the books before I watched, so I read it, but how many actually thought like that? But thanks to Fourth Wing, from a reading perspective, that fantasy became something a little bit more, oh wow, there's a fantasy world. Then came our own Indian author, Gaurav Mohanty, bringing another huge revolution, telling that Indian authors can also write fantasy and do a damn well job at it. Now, had these not happened, because this indeed brought in, it's like talking about the Ravinder Singh, Chetan Bhagat revolution, where reading became a common thing in India. Had these not been there, would you have still written a fantasy?
Definitely.
Yeah.
The thing is, when I was writing this book, in midway, I got so many this thing that this genre will not work in India. People go for romance. People go for non-fiction. People like mythology. Those kind of thing works in India. For I'll not say lie, but for 2-3 days I also step back because after working like I was working for this book for last 3 years. And midway when I'm getting this thing that people will not read my work, then my complete it is not about money I'm getting or anything, but my whole 3 years work will get unnoticed completely. Then few of my friends were chilling out, and I was in a bad mood, and I told them this thing that यार लिखूं या नहीं लिखूं, अभी आधा है, ठीक है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. Then they told me यार ऐसा नहीं है कि who will read or not, but we will feel proud that one of our friend, childhood friend, has written something, published something, and will be happy to share with our colleagues.
Nice.
जानते हो बात होता है कि मेरा फ्रेंड वो है, ये है, then they gave me that push, no, you complete it. Then I went for it. So it is not about right now also if no one pick it up, I'll write the second book as well. It is on the way, but I will write it definitely.
Interesting. More questions coming on that. But that is actually interesting. But since however challenging this genre in general has been, and however people have been demotivating, telling that, this genre doesn't really work in India. I'm so glad that I'm actually meeting a lot of fantasy writers, because I've interviewed an author, Abhishek Krishnan, once, who's written Rise of the Fallen, which is a Mumbai-based story where there's all dark characters coming in from the underground. Yes, a slight mythology mix. There was S.P. Mitson, who's created an upside down world, like the Stranger
Mhm.
Things, the Wandering Star is a book. And then I ended up reading yours, which was again equally fantastical for me because I love vampires and werewolves. And I always thought I do have an affinity towards werewolves and vampires because they are like, vampires are a little too much, too handsome, too too perfect, too everything. And werewolves feel like a little closer to us because they
Yes.
have some bit of human side also.
Yes.
So in your book, you decided to give the focus on werewolves. There
Correct.
is vampire characters, but then still your focus has always been werewolves. Why werewolves?
Uh, I always love nature.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I spend a lot of time like next to my house, my native, there is a mountain,
Okay.
and when I go back to home, first thing I do, I drop my bag,
Yeah.
freshen up, I'll
Yeah.
go up. If it is evening,
Oh.
not in the daytime, if it
Yeah.
is evening, I'll go up and I'll sit there,
Lovely.
enjoy the nice wind,
Yeah.
and then I'll see my town down there with the lights and all. I'll show you later.
This is Odisha you're talking about.
Yes, in Odisha.
Yeah.
So अंधेरा होने तक मैं वहाँ पे बैठता हूँ, वहाँ पे जो calmness मिलता है,
Of course.
it is like you will get that energy. जब नीचे आते हो ना, आप एक
Yeah.
अलग vibe के साथ आते हो.
Yeah.
So I always like nature. And जब मैं vampire और werewolf के बात करता हूँ ना, werewolf are someone who want to be secluded. They don't want anyone to disturb them.
Yeah.
They love to be in the nature
Yeah.
and enjoy the nature.
Yeah.
Well, the vampires, they need blood.
Predators.
Yes. And they can't stay in a secluded place where
Yeah.
there is very less people because कितने से वो उनको खाना नहीं
They need
मिलेगा.
food.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they will choose places like Delhi, Kolkata, where there is a huge crowd
Yeah.
and no one bother to ask you.
Yeah.
But in a small town, in a forest, everyone know each other.
Yeah.
If someone is missing for even, if you are hanging out for a tea also,
Yeah.
if one person not comes, one person will call, क्या हुआ भाई, आज क्यों नहीं आया, चाय तो पीना था. But here it is not like that. हाँ ठीक है, किसी का कुछ काम रहेगा.
Yeah.
So this is the difference.
Yeah.
And both werewolf and vampire,
Yeah.
they know their places.
Yeah. They have their
And
territories.
yes, and luckily I have been to Machuka, the setup, and it is a very beautiful place.
Yeah.
Ice-capped mountain,
Yeah.
forest,
Yeah.
river,
Yeah.
and people are so connecting. And,
Yeah.
and the main thing in Machuka, no, if you go there, people will host you in their house.
Lovely.
They will give you their traditional food, what they are eating, and very connecting thing,
Yeah.
which I felt it will connect with werewolves rather than vampires.
Makes
That's why I want to
sense.
talk
That
werewolves.
makes sense.
And personally, if I say I want to be a vampire, to be honest, but the thing is, there is a soft corner for the werewolves. मजा आता है उनके साथ, मतलब a pack.
Yeah.
You know, vampires हमेशा अकेले घूमते हैं, and then werewolves go with the jhund.
Yeah. Yeah.
And me and my friends are like that.
Yeah.
So wherever we go,
Okay.
like we have planned something, then
Yeah.
all 10 of will be there. Whatever this, हाँ एक दो miss होता है, but then
Life happens.
yes, but then जब हम मिलते हैं,
Yeah.
तब we become animals. Yes.
You just compared yourselves to a werewolf.
Yes.
Interesting. It's one thing I really loved about your book was the place. Machuka Valley was such a beautiful place that you described, the world that you created for the reader. I literally went on to a good tour in Machuka Valley and came back
That
thanks
was all
to your book.
the intention.
Exactly. So you went to Machuka Valley
Yes.
before the
Yes,
thing,
yes.
and what are some of those real life things in Machuka Valley that you experienced that you actually brought into the book as well?
So see, when I reached there, first though I told you the place is so beautiful
Yeah.
and so calm and
Yeah.
composed.
Yeah.
I just, जब हम werewolf के बात करते हैं ना, what we need, a mountain, forests, river, everything we have here in India. So many places are there, and I wanted to include that thing. Plus, यहाँ पे ना रात खत्म नहीं होता है, वहाँ पे रात 5 बजे हो जाता है, and then you have your life. पूरा दिन काम करो जो करना है, and at 5 or 6 when the sun goes down, it is your life, not
Personal
anyone's.
life.
Yes, your personal life. And people love to enjoy life. अभी हम क्या कर रहे हैं? We are running behind desires and all. अपने को कुछ भी मिल जाए और चाहिए, but there they are not. They don't want to own everything. They live their life. They take what they need. Rest of the thing they share with nature. There is a folklore where I've included that thing in book. They believe in forest spirit. So before harvesting or in travel cases, they hunt also. So in that case, they in this ritual they do the offerings. In many places it happens. In South India also. If you've seen the Kantara movie, they do an offering, because whatever we are taking, it is from the nature, and it is our duty. As a thank giving. This is for you. We have done this thing, and we have taken our part. Rest of this part, this is access for us. You please take it, and you give whoever need this thing. So that thing I learned from there. Not to own everything. Share things.
Oh, that's beautifully said. I mean, I get it. The northeastern part of India, somehow very less explored. I mean, neither have a lot of us gone there ever. Like, that's one part of India I personally never traveled. But as far as I've read, thanks to having so many books out there about northeastern India, you definitely know a lot of it. And being from Kerala myself, I personally feel as also there's a lot of rituals and customs which are a lot similar, even though we literally consider like these are two parts of two different poles apart in India itself. But I was really something I appreciated. In your book, you really did give a huge emphasis to nature. How you build the place, how you talked about the place, how you build the characters, how you made the characters feel about the nature. A huge importance to nature. How is it for you in real life?
Like I told, I really love spending time in those places. Those secluded places where there is actually people giving importance to humanity, not to no, I need this, that's why I'll meet you. It is not like that. And being in these places, meeting the people, it really teach you a lot of things. You know, we all celebrate Diwali. Pataka फोड़ते हैं. There is a place in Meghalaya where it rains during Diwali. So they can't put a diya on Diwali. So what they do, they shut all the lights and all. Completely darkness में वो मनाते हैं दिवाली. And it is like I haven't experienced that thing ever. क्योंकि मेरे को जो बचपन से पता है कि दिया लगाऊंगा, पटाखे पूरा फैमिली के साथ बैठूंगा, पटाखे फोड़ूंगा, साउंड बनाऊंगा. I know later on it felt a bit this thing that
disrupting.
But childhood में तो मेरा ऐसा ही था. Even अगर मैं नहीं फोड़ूंगा तो बाकी तो करते ही हैं. Then मैं दिवाली वैसे सेलिब्रेट किया हूँ, साउंड वगैरह हो रहा है, हाँ दिवाली चल रहा है. But then जब ये मैं कामनेस में एंजॉय किया, तो एक यू नो दैट फीलिंग है, हम कुछ भी करें, एट द एंड ऑफ द डे द फेस्टिवल्स एंड ब्रिंग पीपल टुगेदर. हम यहाँ पे भी हम पटाखे फोड़ के करते हैं, कोई कामनेस में रह के करते हैं. सो ऑल दिस थिंग्स नो, इट गिव्स ए लाइक आई टोल्ड यू, सेटिस्फेक्शन एक देता है. एंड देन द कैरेक्टर्स, जब the book actually talks about a love story, not exactly love story, but अपने पास वो रहता है यार, even
Yeah.
if you loved someone
Yeah.
very deeply,
Yeah.
and then everything with time everything
Yeah.
moved on, and you broke up,
Yeah.
everything happened.
Mm.
But then when that person comes into again, you are face to face with
Yeah.
them,
Mm.
there is a small spark again
Mm.
starts. So I have given those things here.
Yeah. Ah, yeah, true. You have very interesting characters in the book. So, obviously. So, in the book, now talking about your characters, you have an alpha,
Yes.
Dhruv, who's that one embodiment of everything that we wish for, is amazing, but at the same time so strong yet so kind, so authoritative yet the most humble person. You've created a character like that, and well as you also have Maya there, who you were talking about is part of that love, not a triangle, but let's say unrequited love. And then you've created kids in the book, which are very tender characters, but with a very important
Yes.
role in the book.
Yes.
In the werewolf pack, there were young teenagers who you've created, whom Dhruv is mentoring them to become strong wolves, but at the same time embrace their human sides. How did you build all the characters? How did you decide who you want to keep, who you didn't want to keep? How much importance you want to give to each of the characters? How did that journey look like for you?
So when I thought about Dhruv, the basic thing I wanted to include in this, I'll make superpower humans.
Yeah.
I'll give them powers.
Yeah.
I'll give them everything,
Yeah.
but I'll keep a vulnerability in them. ठीक है? So ध्रुव बहुत ज़्यादा, आप जो बोले, he is like a different level of beast, but at the same time when he meet Maya, the weakness comes out.
Yeah.
And then there is Ans, whom he is mentoring. So the bond is like between the father and son is
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
And then when son see his father being weak, when the whole life he has been strong and all, he thinks, why my dad these things? What happened suddenly?
Yeah.
As a kid, you don't understand these things,
Yeah.
like what happened to my dad in the back,
in the past. Yeah.
and then he's exploring this thing, and then he's not happy with all this. This reality.
Yeah.
ठीक है? So I have tried to add those things.
The little complexities of life.
The main thing is not between Dhruv and Maya, but it is between Dhruv and Ans.
Yeah.
So I wanted to highlight that thing. And then there is another kid who is Om.
Yeah.
So नाम से मेरे को याद आया. So while I was writing this thing, basically Om is my flatmate.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
I got a name, I searched something, and then I told, okay, Om add कर लेते हैं. Then फैंटेसी सिर्फ हम ऐसे मेरे को ऐसे दिखाना नहीं था फैंटेसी है बोल के. I want to show it as a reality.
Yeah.
When you talk about reality, there are all age group people are there in your life.
True.
And I wanted to include everything. I want to show every relation.
Yeah.
There is Chacha.
Yeah.
Dhruv and Chacha's bond. I want to show Dhruv and Ans.
Yeah.
Dhruv and Maya's husband's
Yes.
perspective also I want to show.
Yes.
So I wanted to show that reality. Like it is a fantasy.
Yeah.
But when you read it, you should feel like it is not fantasy. It is reality.
Yeah.
Okay, आपको कैसे लगेगा कि आपके पास पावर है और आप दूसरे दुनिया में सेम चीज करते हो. आपके पास अगर हर कुछ अलग हो जाएगा, इट इज लाइक यू आर नॉट ईटिंग फ्रॉम योर माउथ, यू आर ईटिंग फ्रॉम योर नोज. इट इज नॉट रियलिटी. सो आई वांट टू गिव दोस real things in between.
True.
Sure.
Have you ever thought that, or have you ever imagined or dreamed or manifested that there could actually be a world like that?
Yes. To be honest,
What would it be like? Because why I'm asking that in your book also, or in every fantasy stories that we know, these people live amongst humans.
Yes.
That's exactly what you did with your
Yes.
book also. Dhruv goes to the same chai shop.
Yes.
He has the relationships there.
Yes.
He helped the chai bhaiya to lift heavy weights, help him with the loading, unloading. Ansh goes to a school
Yes.
along with a lot of other kids.
Correct.
But they also know the other kid who belongs to the pack also goes to the same school.
Correct.
And they have their rivalry going on.
Yes.
There are a lot of those very day-to-day human aspects in which these werewolves are also intertwined. So how does your imagination work? What could be the reality in our world today?
पता नहीं दोस्तों के साथ मैं उल्फ हूँ मैं. Who knows?
Who knows? You might have written it from your real experience.
Maybe.
That is actually good. But have you like
हाँ
in
यार
real?
हो सकता है. There are many things we don't know
Yeah.
yet.
Mm.
Might be a possibility that there are vampires, werewolves, and all.
Yeah.
Not as we say, like yes, okay, इसमें vampire ऐसे होते हैं.
Yeah.
They drink blood.
Yeah.
Maybe it might be different, but there is a possibility they are living also. Who knows? हम ये बोलते हैं ना कि सब चिरंजीवी, अष्ट चिरंजीवी.
Yeah.
And we also say Hanuman ji arrives at
Yes.
Ramcharitmanas to listen.
Yes.
We don't know Hanuman ji is there,
Yeah.
but we believe Hanuman ji is
Yeah.
there. So there might be possibility that अपने बीच में हो सकते हैं कोई जो those who are hiding their identity,
Yeah.
living as a human.
Yeah.
Because the day you shifted to a wolf or anything, you can't live your past life.
Of course. Of course.
You can't live your past life.
Yeah.
You have to live that thing also. So there comes that small thing that maybe possibilities there.
Possibilities, the good possibilities.
Yes.
And we still say, I'm still waiting for my Hogwarts letter. Who knows? But again, you travel like crazy for your work,
Yes.
like literally pan India, every tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 cities, and you've been doing that.
Yes.
And I'm sure while you were writing your book, you would have also done a lot of research about multiple of these places.
Yes.
And especially now coming to Machuka Valley and the northeastern part of India, did you come across any stories from the locals which are a little unbelievable?
नॉर्थ ईस्ट में जो मैं आपको बताया that forest spirit,
Yeah.
and then there is a Buddhist this thing also that there is a negative energy also.
Ah, okay.
Yes, and then in pan India you are telling, then in Odisha I have heard about it is not like supernatural creature, like not werewolf vampire kind of thing, but I have heard about Brahm Rakshas, who is a Brahmin.
Yeah.
Normally it says when you say when you recite Hanuman Chalisa,
Yeah.
bhoot will go away, ghost and all. But the Brahm Rakshas is something higher than that.
Okay.
Who is a Brahmin, and if you recite Hanuman Chalisa in front of him,
Okay.
then he will recite back with proper pronunciation, which you cannot
Ooh.
pronounce like that.
This is
Which-
a belief in Odisha?
Yes.
Oh,
there
wow.
is one this thing,
Okay.
and not only Hanuman Chalisa, whichever
Whatever we
he-
chant for protection.
anything you chant,
Yeah.
because he's the Brahmin and he knows everything,
Oh, right.
and the basically Brahmarakshas
Yeah.
are like very old.
Yeah.
They are in between that transition.
Yeah.
They stuck there. They know every human properly with proper pronunciation.
Wow.
So if you recite, they will
Yeah.
recite back along with you.
How do we escape?
I also don't know that
Oh,
thing.
God.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. Any
But
more
then
places?
if any place if Brahmarakshas stays,
Yeah.
and normally Brahmins
Yeah.
don't eat non-veg, this
Yeah.
tel, onion, garlic and all. Then if you recite at place, you cannot eat those things there. He will stop you.
Oh.
Yes. And another one I have heard at I don't know, Sikkim or Darjeeling, maybe
Okay.
Sikkim.
Okay.
One Indian army guy, he died while protecting the bunker,
Yeah.
and then other persons who after his death who were protecting that place, if they sleeps, then this guy used to come and slap them and woke them up. And even after after his retirement,
Yeah.
they had given him the retirement letter also. Whenever he used, like during the holiday time, when from the place he used to go to his place also, his native also, and 2 tickets will be booked. One guy will carry his luggage and another one for the
Oh
army
my
person.
God.
I don't remember his name. It is
Yeah.
very saddening. I should know that thing.
Yeah.
But there are saying like that,
Yeah.
and today they are like not worshipping but giving respect to that guy there.
Now, the soul from the Indian Army, I've heard this before.
Yes, yes.
That he still, there are people when very difficult times,
Yes.
there is something that still comes to protect you, or you get signals. Like
Yes.
if something is being, an attack is coming from a hidden spot,
Correct.
you get
Yes,
information
yes,
that it is
yes.
coming, and somebody just knocks you or
Yes,
something,
yes,
so that you
yes.
turn around, you spot it. I've heard this before from army folks.
Yes.
I've heard this.
I have heard this from one of my dad's friend who was posted there. He once slept there and he got a slap, and after that he never slept there.
Oh, no, once I interviewed an author, and he's also turned into a good friend who was part of the Gorkha regiment. And from him also I've heard stories like these where souls kind of
Yes.
supporting them in the dire time of need. I mean, that's amazing. Anything you heard from Kerala? I'm curious. During your research and
नहीं यार,
travel.
केरला के बारे में इतना ज़्यादा
I think I know enough.
Kerala
I think that's
and
it.
not Kerala, but this Konkan side,
Ah,
like the
yeah,
Kantara
yeah,
story, I've
yeah.
heard a lot about.
Oh yeah, that is true. I mean, yeah.
I have witnessed those things. I was studying in Manipal University, and I have been to those festivals in the night, and I've seen those things.
Yeah.
Even similar to that in Odisha is there.
Yeah.
During this April month, we used to worship Ma Kali in my place, and I've seen those places at my place also.
No, just yesterday I was talking to some friends of mine, telling that the whatever you see in Kantara and everything for us in Kerala, this is a very common thing, because we do worship demigods, and that's how we celebrate the festivals.
I'll not say demigods, but they are the village protector.
Yeah,
and
the natural nature
yes,
protectors.
Yes, and then there is a like if 2 villages are there, then there is a festival happen where the protector of both villages comes and meets
together.
Yes.
Or there is also scenarios. I heard this from the Dehradun ones.
Okay.
So it's not exactly in the city, but in the far villages, in the outskirts of Dehradun and Mussoorie and everything, there are festivals that still happen now every single year, that for a short duration, the entity that they worship is passed on to the next village for a few months, because then they feel like, okay, now my area is protected. And whenever the ritualistic time comes in, the entity is the whatever, I mean, the statue or however, the whatever you're doing the puja for, that is passed back to the other village. So now it is time for the protection for the other one. And in case anything bad happens and this exchange during that festival doesn't happen, this one festival who gets it for the short duration, they suffer an entire year. And these are things that happens even now. I've heard the story, I think it's from last year, who's from a person who does a lot of research in and around the local stories within Dehradun and Mussoorie and the nearby areas. He told these stories like this happens. Outsiders are not really allowed, but goes on.
And then I'm from Odisha, so Jagannath Puri.
Yes, of course.
I cannot explain you how I feel when I enter into the temple.
Yeah.
Complete phone and all they will keep. And when I enter the main gate, no, inside, it is completely different experience altogether. However crowded it is, you will like drawn to it.
Of course.
Whenever I go, I don't go directly to the god. I'll take the back and I'll sit there. पूरा दिमाग मेरा शांत हो जाता था. I was staying in भुवनेश्वर for a like in the job only. कभी भी मेरे को ऐसे लगता था 80 kilometers, 2 hours journey. I'll take my bike, I'll go there, park, I'll go inside, I'll sit there, come back. No park, nothing. कहीं जाने की जरूरत है, मंदिर बेस्ट प्लेस एंड देयर आर सो
Completely.
मेनी थिंग्स.
Yeah.
You will not believe, in Jagannath Mandir the prasad they
Yeah.
prepare, no, normally what happens according to physics, the first pot,
Mm.
it will the food will get prepared in the first pot,
Mm.
but in Jagannath Mandir the top pot food get prepared first and then the down pot.
Oh, what? Really?
Yes, yes, it is.
OMG. Okay, that is crazy.
Yes.
Now, I've heard enough mystic stories about Puri Jagannath, about the flag
Yes.
on the top of the mandir,
Mandir.
which always
Flash.
is
Yes,
at the opposite
yes,
direction of the
yes.
wind, which is impossible according to science, and also not having a shadow.
Yes.
So these are things that
Correct.
we've heard. I mean, these are just informations that we have because it's available online. But being a localite, who's somebody who keeps visiting, have you experienced any of these mystique things in and around the
I have
place,
seen
and
this
what have you
pot wala
witnessed?
thing, no? I
Mhm.
have experienced because you can enter into the Paksala.
Yeah.
Cannot enter, but
Yeah.
from outside you can see.
Yeah.
And I have seen they put ऊपर वाला pot पहले निकाल के रखते. Then one by one, I have seen this thing.
Wow.
I have seen this thing, and then you see the Nil Chakra बोलते हैं.
Yeah.
You see anywhere from the town,
Yeah.
it will be facing towards you.
Yes.
Yes, it will be facing towards you.
Yes. Oh my God, that really happened.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
yes.
and what about the shadow?
Shadow भी नहीं आता है यार.
Oh man, but
I have
how
never-
is that possible?
No.
Now, that's one place I think my family went, but I was so unfortunate. I couldn't go to the place, and I keep telling no, it was not the time for me to go. But I
Correct.
still regret not going to Puri Jagannath till date.
Should,
that's
you should
amazing.
visit.
So, how many of these mystique stories and everything, which you've heard in your real life, did you put into the book? Are there instances like that?
I cannot put everything because the place is in Machuka, so I
Yeah.
have included those things, the folklore I have heard
Yeah.
from them, and which I can connect with the book. Like I'm not justifying the thing completely. Like
Okay.
I have compared werewolf with the forest spirit. I
Yeah.
should not do that.
Yeah.
But no, it is true.
Not true.
That is a belief there.
Yeah.
I should not play with that.
Yeah.
But what I have shown, there are forest spirit,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
But sometimes what happens, no, you know, when werewolf travels, they do in a very high speed. No one can see them.
Yeah.
So happened once, a tribe person was in front of a panther or something, and when he was getting attacked, a werewolf came and saved him, and from there they believed like, okay, the forest spirit saved us.
Okay. Yeah.
And then normally what happens, wolves believe whoever stay in the
Yeah.
territory, they
Yeah.
are their pack member.
Yeah.
Not wolves, but I'm mixing human with
Yeah.
wolf, werewolf.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
their feeling is like whoever is staying in
Yeah.
this
They're
area,
supposed to
they are-
protect
yes.
them. Yeah.
So by protecting the tribe, they are protecting their pack member.
Wow.
The second thing is the animal.
Mm.
One certain area has certain resources
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah.
When another person comes or another tribe comes and attacks this tribe
Yeah.
and takes away or share the resources,
Yeah.
even the werewolf have to share
Yeah.
their resources.
Oh.
So by fighting against the other tribe,
Yeah.
they are basically protecting their resources. But
true.
the native tribe thinks
Yeah.
the forest spirit helped us,
Oh.
and that's why we defeated the other tribe. So they do offerings also. Okay, thank you for helping us. We had hunted this.
Yeah.
You please take this.
Yeah.
And the same thing the wolves also doing.
Yeah.
आप अगर ये बोलते हैं ना, आप अगर जा रहे हो, आपको
Yeah.
कहीं पे खजाना मिल जाए,
Yeah.
ठीक है? For the tribe and all, survival is the first thing.
True.
Food is the basic thing.
True.
So whenever they are hunting and they find a unclaimed hunt, so they feel like, yes, the spirit has given this us.
Yeah.
This is their blessings.
Yeah.
So I have mixed these two things
Yeah.
slightly,
Yeah.
and I'll try to add more things into it.
In
But
the next
right,
book.
yes.
No, but that was actually a very beautiful thing in the book also, where you were talking about, you very elaboratively told about the tribal people and how the werewolves are also there. And this exact part where the tribe whenever they make something, they cook something, or they gather fruits, they keep some aside at the entrance of the forest, which according to them is the boundary of where they stay.
Yes.
They leave it there and they come back. They're
Yes.
not here to peek and see if somebody is coming
Yes.
and getting it,
Yes.
and tomorrow it's not there. And that's how they believe that it could be the spirit, the forest
Yes.
spirits that took it. But in fact, in the book, it is the werewolves who's taking it. And the rivers, when they hunt, they leave something at the same place, and tomorrow they come back, it's not there. The tribal people would have already taken it, and they believe that no, it is the spirits that's helping us back, because
Correct.
we had a shortage of food and we
Yes.
got that. That was beautiful part in the book altogether. What are you planning to write next? I'm very curious. Are you going to be sticking around this mystical world, or are you moving around?
No, I'll stick into this. Like for this project, though,
Mhm.
I'm planning like in this book, like you told, it is about werewolves and all.
Yeah.
In the second book, the vampires are coming.
Oh, yes.
If you read the epilogue, you'll get it. The vampires on their way already reached Machuka.
Yeah.
So there will be a much messier
yeah.
fight
Yeah.
coming.
Oh, that's gonna be bloody then.
Yes.
Oh my
When
God.
vampires are there, it
Yeah,
will
of
be
course,
bloody
it's
only.
meant to be.
Yes.
Your book has a very interesting prologue. And I told you also that
Yeah.
that is that one piece. If people read the prologue, they cannot leave the book. They need to know that they need to read it. Because it was actually, it just stopped at such a very cliffhanger moment, and you're like, oh God, what is going to happen? There were multiple people involved, multiple emotions involved. We're just so curious as a reader that what exactly happened. We wanted to do that. And you have been very smartly using it for marketing as well. I saw you putting up reels, just showcasing the prologue, just highlighting few content where a reader has to read. And you have not shied away from giving that prologue as a content free to people so that they read it. How has been the experience of writing the book and then later stepping back as a writer and then trying to market the book?
Okay. So when I was writing, no, normally what happens, if you are a debut novel, then people think about it. So we pick this up or not.
Yeah.
There is a confusion.
Yeah.
अच्छा लिखा होगा, नहीं लिखा होगा, कैसा लिखा होगा.
Yeah.
So this was a marketing strategy.
Okay.
मैं reader जब pick करता है ना, you first read this thing.
Yeah.
If interest you,
Yeah.
then you go for the book. And I have added that for this reason only, that readers should pick this book.
Yeah.
You read this thing, you
Yeah.
believe in me, then
Yeah.
pick the book.
Yeah. Totally.
And then when you are starting a new book or new story, anything, the starting will be slow.
True.
I'm giving a slow start, then people will keep the book
I'm
aside.
bored.
I'm bored.
Nothing much is happening.
So I have given this thing.
Yeah.
Okay, the starting is slow,
Yeah.
but you are going to the point.
Yeah.
You read this thing. This thing is coming.
No, the entire book is revolving around that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bit थोड़ा सा पढ़ लो, 2-4 chapter बस आ रहा है. For that reason I have given that, and content में भी मैं वो दिया हूँ, because ऐसा नहीं कि कोई खरीदने के बाद ऐसा फील करेगा यार क्यों खरीद लिया. No.
Yeah.
You are picking something up.
Yeah.
It worth it. Then pick it up. There are not much reader in this genre who will, like in India right now,
Yeah.
who like this genre.
Yeah.
कोई फोर्स नहीं है.
Yeah.
आपको पढ़ के अच्छा लगा,
Yeah.
you go for it.
Yeah.
That's all. And about the writing style, I've completely written in the first person POV.
Yes. That was a very difficult thing that you did.
Yes. And with each chapter, I'm
Yeah.
changing the character POV.
Yes.
Suppose you are in the protagonist head in the
Yeah.
first POV, first chapter. Then in the second chapter, you will be in the antagonist
Yeah.
head.
Yeah.
Basically, I believe everyone is a hero in their own
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
हम आज रामायण सुने हैं राम जी के perspective से.
Yeah.
If the same story, it is not a story, but the same thing has been told from Supanakha's
Yeah,
perspective,
yeah.
then Raban would have been our hero.
Yes,
for sure.
of course, of
A
course.
brother going to a war,
Yeah.
knowing that he will be defeated, he will be
Yeah,
killed, but
yeah.
still he is going for a
Yeah.
war because of sisters.
Yeah. True.
So if Supanaka would have been told,
Mm.
Ravan would have been a great hero for us. So
True.
I always believed this thing, and I wanted to show why certain evil work has been done by the antagonist,
Yeah.
what is in his head,
Yeah.
why he's doing it.
Yeah.
I wanted to show it.
Yeah.
That's why I went for
true.
it. And when I am writing in first point POV, I feel like I am the character.
Yeah, of course, of course.
And I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And when a writer feel the thing, the reader will feel that thing.
That is very
I
true.
wanted to give that to my reader.
But it's not an easy thing to do also, because for example, in your book, you have Dhruv's POV,
Yes.
you have Maya's POV,
Yes.
you have Anshu's POV, which is
Yes.
a kid, and Maya
Yes.
is a lady, and Dhruv is a man. So there are different genders, there are different thought processes, different characteristics of, because each of them had three different, extremely different personalities.
Correct.
And getting into each of their shoes and then thinking the whole scenario in their perspective, the way you write, the tonality, the softness or the hardness needed, that also keeps changing.
Correct.
Now, this is a very general question about writing. So when you are trying to pick up POVs, how do you manage to do that? Because I feel it could be very difficult and very confusing, because
Yes.
you're literally being different persons. It's like a personality disorder is kicking in. But how has that experience actually been?
The true thing is, after one chapter, I never wrote the second chapter. Because today I'm writing from Dhruv's POV, and I'm Dhruv right now, and I cannot become Maya all of a sudden. Okay, so I have to stop there.
Yeah.
So after each chapter, I stopped,
Yeah.
I refreshed myself,
Yeah.
and then again come back and think, okay, अभी तो ये हो गया. Like if I'm this book I have written from Dhruv's perspective,
Yeah.
Maya's perspective, Chacha's perspective, Om's not Om's, An's perspective, Bhal's perspective,
Yeah.
the villain.
Yeah.
So it is 5 story completely. It is not one story.
Very different.
So Dhruv का एक scene खत्म हुआ. Now to go back to Maya. Think as Maya, what a lady will do in this situation. Think completely the whole story in Maya's perspective. Okay,
Yeah.
अब यहाँ पे मैं रुका हूँ, यहाँ से यहाँ तक लिखना है.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
Then I write in that.
Yeah.
Again, so the difficulty you told, but the enjoyment I got while writing, it is beyond explainable. So मजा आया यार.
Which was the most difficult POV for you to crack?
Maya's POV, obviously, because I know how a small boy think, because I've been through that, is how Dhruv can be shown.
Yeah.
I'm in that age.
Yeah.
How Chacha can be shown.
Yeah.
That also I can
Yeah.
imagine when
Yeah.
I'm older.
Yeah.
But thinking like a lady, it was very difficult. I had taken help from so many of my friends.
Yeah.
Like, ये situation में तू रहती तो क्या करती है?
Interesting.
So this not directly I haven't,
Yeah.
because before publishing I haven't told many of my
Yeah.
friends. Few friends knew this. Then I have to ask them, like, they should not know that I'm doing these things. And यार ऐसा ऐसा हुआ है, इसमें क्या कर सकते हैं यार? लड़की रहेगी तो क्या सोचेगी? All these things I have captured, and I have tried to put those things.
Yeah.
One scene where a lady enters into a house,
Yeah.
and a boy enter
Yeah.
into a house, or a man enter into a house.
Yeah.
They see the whole room differently.
Totally.
When a lady enter into a room, he see how the furniture is, what is the aesthetic and all. And when I enter to my friend's room, खाना किधर है भाई? So these things I have absorbed these things, and few things I have asked, and then I have included. So the most difficult POV was Maya's POV.
Oh my god, this POV is a very interesting thing, and I love how authors nowadays are experimenting. And every time a book is written in the first person voice, I mean, as a reader, it becomes way more interesting and experience getting into that book, because nobody is narrating anything to you anymore.
Correct.
Because when I'm reading the book as I was there, I was doing this, my mind is also like I was there,
Yes.
I was doing
Yes.
this. It's easier to jump into that book. And I'm like, and like you said, based on the person's perspective or who is telling the story, our imagination, our judgments, our favorism actually keeps changing. I don't know if it's a rumor or not. Heard this part of where J.K. Rowling is writing a new version of Harry Potter from Voldemort's POV. I mean, I actually have no
Okay,
idea. Is this
okay.
just fake news going around on
I
social
would
media?
love to read that
That
thing.
would be amazing.
Yes,
You would
yes.
getting to know Voldemort
Yes.
for what he is.
Yes.
It's like telling in originals also,
Yes.
Klaus is not a bad guy. He's
Yes.
doing everything for the right reasons. What he did is wrong. Similar
Correct.
with Voldemort.
Correct.
Let's get to see. That's amazing. What is your plan with the new book that you're writing in terms of the writing style?
I'll follow the same thing, and it will be fun to show a vampire POV now, because till now I have shown vampire as a friend. Also, I have shown vampire as a helping the antagonist also. But now the vampire will take the center stage as a antagonist completely, and I love to experiment on that. Like when I feel like I am a vampire, and what I'll do. Like I should not say this thing. I have like the prologue is in mind. So
it's okay. It's good marketing technique. So go ahead.
So the vampire is right now disturbed completely, and she wants revenge right now. But वो point में पहुंचने के लिए ना, he's getting into the character. She reached Machuka. What should she do? The first thing. So, okay, I'm telling it.
Yes.
So she reaches a bar. She orders a drink, and when the waiter asks, you want ice or water, and she tells, cut your hand, drop some blood, make it a strong one, give it to me, don't shout.
Okay. Okay, so that the vampires have that ability to compel people.
Yes.
Okay, makes sense. Oh my god, this is going to be another very good, interesting prologue. Okay, not too many spoilers. This is much as good. People can anticipate. So your setting is going to be
Machuka.
The Machuka valleys itself. Oh, that's amazing. That's really something to look forward to. Your friends circle who really helped you and supported you throughout book one, I'm sure they're going to be doing. I'm sure they're going to be doing the same for book two as well.
Yes.
But how has people changed seeing you now that you are a published author?
Every near and dear, they feel very proud of me.
Of course.
Like yesterday, one of my friend, she's into teaching and all. She's a lecturer in a college. And she told about my book to her HOD, and after coming back, she just called me and told, Sujit, I pitched your book to my HOD, and he's very excited to meet you.
Okay,
and then there are friends like everyone pitching my book to whoever it is possible. Even my younger brother, he's doing his MBBS fourth year. So few of his lecturers has asked him, who is this guy, whose book is, those who are interested into reading. And when he tells it is my brother's book, like he immediately texts me, bhai, मेरा professor मेरे को पूछे आज, ठीक है? And like every single one, they are very proud and very supportive. And right now when we talk, no, that sometime it comes, no, like बात करते करते वो आ जाता है, भाई
Yeah.
मजा तो आ गया भाई।
Yeah.
अभी अगर गूगल में सर्च करते हैं ऑथर
Yeah.
दिखाता है, मजा आ जाता है
Yeah.
भाई।
Oh,
किसी को बोलने में भी मजा आ जाता है कि
lovely.
मेरा भाई एक बुक लिखा है।
Mm.
We talk like this only, मेरा
Mm.
भाई बोल के बोलते हैं,
Mm.
and it is like
That's amazing. But as a author who technically also has to market the book, like I said before, we were very accustomed or knowledgeable about all these foreign content.
Yes.
Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, Harry Potter,
Footwings.
Twilight, everything. Exactly. So all of these has been so happening somewhere else altogether, and then it came in. But recently, when it comes to movies, which the Indian audience consumes more, we started that new thing with the Malayalam movie Loka.
yes,
And then came Tama,
yes,
Bollywood. So now there is content coming out.
yes.
Is it helping you?
Yes, obviously, few things like not all the movies are all, and if the movie also not complete movie, but few things helps me to visualize few things, and then it also helps when the audience claps.
Yeah.
So all these things helps a lot.
What sticks to the
Yes,
audience.
yes,
Interesting. Now that you were telling that you had a lot of good friends, supportive, and even after your change, the transition of being just a random friend to becoming a published author, the support has been very good. But at the same time, thanks to the support of all those people, even though fantasy in India as a genre is something that people warn you and you need a lot of guts to actually stick to that genre, but you still did. There could be a lot of writers who are wanting to write something very different from what is actually there in the market or existing, or which doesn't really have a very mass readership. Do you have a message that you can tell to people who would want to experiment with content? What is it that you felt was the most supportive and a message that you can give to them?
It will be difficult, but the result will be amazing. As a writer, okay, marketing भी ज़रूरी है, book sell होना भी ज़रूरी है, because bread and butter वो है, and जब आप ऐसे कुछ लिखते हो ना जिसमें आपका दिल है, you want to write it, then go for it. मुश्किल होगा, ऐसे कुछ नहीं है, बिना मेहनत का कुछ मिल जाए तो उसमें मजा नहीं आता. But when you put your heart and soul into it, then go for it, write it, market it. ठीक है, अगर रीडर को पता चले that okay, this thing is something new, people are there who are waiting for your content. अभी अगर कुछ नहीं है बोल के डिमांड नहीं है, अगर कुछ होता तो डिमांड तो होता.
Of course.
तो क्रिएट दैट डिमांड. मार्केटिंग तो वही बोलता है कि जहाँ पे नी से वहाँ पे पकड़ो. ठीक है, मुश्किल होगा, सारी चीज होगा, बट ऐसा कुछ नहीं यार. एवरी Amis, when he write Shiva trilogy, that time there was nothing.
There was no mythology at
but
all.
Right now, Amis is something people are like hell fan of his. So maybe you will get to that point. Okay, it will be hard. You have to put your brain into it, how to market it. But writing that thing and the satisfaction it gives, it should be felt.
True.
So go for it.
Yes, go for it, guys. Well, thank you so much, Sujit, for being here, for sharing all that experience. It was so wonderful. It's a very fantastical experience for us also today. Thank you for taking us to a different world for at least some time to just escape from all the realities of life, which we don't always want to face. Well, thank you so much for being so open about the conversation. I wish you all the very best with the existing book, because I've read it and I loved it, and I have been recommending it to a lot of people because I really, really like the content and it was written so well. But I wish you all the very best, that you have a way bigger experience with the upcoming one that you're writing in. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Naghma.
Thank
you for hosting me.
Anytime, next time also.
Nice to meet you. Yeah.
Thank you. The next show by Naghma